to the members and good morning to the official. We'd like to start this meeting with a moment of silence for quiet reflection. Thank you very much. Once again, good morning, members, and thank you very much for your attendance at this meeting of the Ad Hoc Committee on the Energy Crisis. I'm going to start with an introduction of all the members. My name is Christopher Fry. I'm the chairperson of this committee. Can we start with Member Kasim, please?
Good morning, Chairperson. Good morning to the members and everyone else. Member Kasim, thank you.
Good morning, Chairperson. Member Christians.
Morning, Deirdre Bartman.
Morning, Chair Khalil Brankes.
Chair, good morning, Cameron Duggan.
Good morning, Chair Peter Murray, member of the committee.
Good morning, Chair Gerrit Pretorius, member of the committee.
Good morning, Chair Grant McDonald, Knysna Municipality Acting Director, Infrastructure Services.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Driekus van der Westhuizen, a member of the committee, and I'm grateful to see that the coup d'etat by the opposition was thwarted.
Member Seleku.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, members, and good morning, everyone. I am Bulelo Isaac Seleku. Thank you.
Thank you. And then lastly, Member Murray.
You can use my parking this morning, Member Seleku.
I'm sorted, leader of the official opposition. Thank you very much for the offer.
Thank you. Member Murray. I don't think she can hear. Okay. Members, as previously stated in the agenda, we're here to hear from the Knysna municipality how they use the infrastructure allocations, including the emergency funding. It must be noted that we did not receive an apology from the mayor, although we sent various emails and communication. I understand that the mayor is currently in Swellen Dam. Is that correct, Ms. Kluter?
Good morning, members. To you, Chairperson. Yes, I spoke to the PA to the mayor, and she informed me that the mayor is in Swellen Dam attending a meeting.
Okay, and then we did receive an apology from the municipal manager, Mr. Toli Biela, sorry, Mr. Ombali Sebola, and then we also received an apology from Mr. Toli Biela, who's the manager of electrical services. Is that correct, Ms. Kluti?
Yes, Chairperson, that's correct. I just received an email from Ms. Buziwa Mjamba apologizing on behalf of the Executive Mayor Councillor Tengwa that he had to attend an urgent meeting in Swellen Dam. So I have it via email, and then the municipal manager reminded an apology as well.
Thank you. Member Murray?
Chair, I want to ask your permission to say a few words on these issues of everybody treating us as this committee is not worth even a few minutes of their time, including the national minister, now the mayor, the municipal manager, the person in charge of electricity services, all have excuses. And I want to also give an excuse now. If I say I got a stomach ache and I
Member Murray? Member Murray?
you have to summon people they don't use, but they want more powers. We're even going to powers bill. So I want to note, the minutes must note my protest. I sit in this meeting under protest. We are only going to hear complaints from the municipalities because they don't have the power to fix their problems. Whether they need money, generators, capacity or whatever, they cannot come and vouch here they will have it. We can't even promise it to them. We don't know how long electricity crisis is going to go on. It started in the later months of the presidency of President Mbeki, and it's still with us since 2007. How can we have a meeting here? How can we have a meeting to discuss what? Listen to complaints. Listen to what we don't have and not get the facts from the national minister. I want to suggest, and I doubt the DA will support it, that this meeting be cancelled until the minister or the mayor or the municipal manager make their appearance. They're treating us with utter contempt.
Member Marie, I just want to allude you to the fact that we have dealt with the minister's attendance already in a letter that was drafted by myself to the committee regarding the minister's attendance at today's meeting. I'm satisfied that the minister has already noted that he is very much willing to attend, but he couldn't attend this meeting due to the AGOA forum and the possibility that we might have had a situation like we had the last time. So I don't think it's fair to say that the minister is not willing to cooperate.
Chairman, do you realize it's your fourth time you have the same excuse? The fourth time, same excuse.
Yeah, I hear you, Member Marie. However, this time around, as I stated in the mail, we were in constant contact with his office, and it's not the same as we had previously. Member van der Westhuizen, I saw your hand?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Chair, the agenda attached to this meeting still has got only one agenda item, and that is the following: briefing by the Minister of Electricity on the current status of the energy crisis in South Africa and its effect on the Western Cape. That is the one that is still appearing on our screens. I unfortunately missed your letter, but I think you have now addressed the issue that I just wanted you to raise in the meeting, as obviously the letter will not form part of the minutes or the recording of this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Member van der Westhuizen. Member Dagmore?
Thank you, Chairperson and members. Chairperson, I think the first thing I want to say is that in regard to this meeting with the agenda where we hear from Neisner, I don't think we should proceed. And, this really has honestly got nothing to do with the issue of, that we raised in a sort of a fun spirit about the Springboks, because that's only in 2 hours' time. The problem is that we cannot have a situation where we only have an official. If the mayor is not available, we need to have other councillors that are specifically dealing with this portfolio. And I know the committee coordinator, I'm not sure what the issue was around the mayor, but we really need to insist that the committee is treated with respect and that we have both the relevant official or the mayor or councillors. I mean, we all understand that, sometimes there are clashes, but respect to the committee would indicate that you need to then make sure that others are sent to this meeting. There are going to be certain issues that the official that is with us today, and we thank him for joining us, is not going to be able to respond to. So I think the principle that needs to be established is when we meet with municipalities, we need the responsible officials and we need the mayor or political leadership from the council. So I really also have a problem in terms of proceeding, but possibly we can on that issue just ask, whether there were any, formal apologies, and that try and ask our committee coordinator that she really needs to, follow up with both the political leadership and the administration of any municipality. I think secondly, Chair, you have addressed the issue of the Minister of Electricity. I also share the frustrations, but there's clearly, from the outset to me, there hasn't been a resistance to coming. I would understand that a Minister of Electricity, just, as importantly as attending, for instance, a BRICS summit, would also critically need to be at an AGOA summit. I mean, that for me, is understandable. So I'm not sure, Chair, the meeting is in your hands and the hands of the members. But I would prefer that we look at a date where the political leadership of NISNA plus the officials can be present, because, you know, we just simply, I would argue, are wasting the officials' time, we're wasting the members' time, and, you know, we're going to have an unsatisfactory process. And that would be my proposal. I'm not sure if that's seconding Member Marais or it's another proposal, but I would like.
I
okay.
second your proposal.
Okay, so that's my proposal, that we reschedule with NISNA. Thanks.
Thank you, Member Dugmore. Before I make third open, I'm going to take Member Christians and Member van der Westhuizen, and then I'm going to ask to put the proposal to the committee. Member Christians.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, I want to concur with Member Dugmore and Member Marais that this committee is treated with contempt. We cannot have a meeting like this of such importance. The mayor is absent, the municipal manager is absent, the director in charge of electricity is absent, the MACO members are absent. It's unacceptable, Chair. If we're not going to put our foot down, we are wasting our time. So I suggest even that we write a letter to the mayor and the municipal manager to tell them in future, you must have a political head, you must have the official, the director in charge of electricity to be part of this meeting, and that we will not just sit here and get an official, an acting director to brief us. This is a critical matter, and I want us to take a firm stance. I propose that this meeting does not continue and that we adjourn until the mayor, the MACO member, the person responsible for electricity official, the director, be in this meeting, and then we can proceed. So I want to concur, and I am extremely disappointed that we sit with only an acting director, treating this committee with no respect. And I want to say, Chair, we will have to take a firm stance that this does not happen in the future, and we're wasting our time today. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Christians. Member van der Westhuizen.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Chair, we've had this meeting quite a while on our diaries, and I would presume, but perhaps Ms. Kluter could just confirm, that the invitation to the Minister as well as to the NISNA municipality has gone out quite a long while ago. That's my first point. The second one is even the date of the AGOA summit, I believe, has been well known for months in advance. And it has been my impression that the Minister actually indicated that this date would be the one which suits him. And yet, you know, then there must be a problem in his office in terms of the people managing his diary. And then thirdly, Chair, we do make it quite easy for our guests to come and attend these meetings, having our meetings online. In the past, people would have had to travel to Cape Town to come to the chambers, to come and engage with us. And now it is really easy to join from wherever you have cell phone reception, wherever in the world. And lastly, Chair, it is my impression that this province has gone out of its way to assist a number of our local municipalities to address the challenge caused by load shedding. We have transferred millions of rands in the process to various local municipalities, and we have oversight over the spending of the money that province provides. It is important for us to be convinced that that money has been spent wisely. And that is why we need to engage with politicians in other spheres, particularly the recipients. And we have learned from these meetings where some of the recipients have said that they have not been supported to the extent that they had hoped to, etc. And these kinds of political input can only come from politicians. I think it's extremely unfair to expect of an official from a municipality. They can come and do the presentations on behalf of the politicians. But once it comes to questions and answers, I believe it would be necessary for us, if we want and need to keep people to account, that we address it to the right people. And therefore, I'm also really today uncomfortable with the situation that we do not have any representation from any of the political office bearers of the Knysna municipality. Thank you.
Thank you. Member Pretorius? I know you had connectivity issues, but we cannot hear you, Member Pretorius.
Can you hear me now, Chair?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, Chair. I'll be brief. If my memory serves me correctly, the last occasion when Knysna was supposed to have presented, they didn't even pitch. We didn't know anything about it, etc. Now it's the second time, and this is no reflection on Mr. McDonald, that this committee has been snubbed. And I think it's just utterly disrespectful in terms of procedure. I fully support and concur with those who say that we should postpone this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Member Pretorius. Mr. McDonald, I'm going to allow you to speak, but I'm pretty sure that you've picked up the sentiment of the committee. So before I put the proposal to the committee formally, I'm going to allow you to have input on this, but you may go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, all officials.
We can't hear you, Mr. McDonald.
Can you hear me, Chair?
We just about can hear you now.
Hello.
We can barely hear you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Thank you, Chair. The acting director, it's my role. The electrical engineer, he's a senior manager. He's reporting to me, just to put that in perspective. I'm the acting director, so he's reporting to me, the electrical engineer, Mr. Biela. I got a call from Mrs. Lizette this morning. So I understand, and I sense what the committee is saying. However, I would have liked to give you the details that we did monthly from the Knysna municipality. It's just a closeout report that we must still send in, because the agreement was that once everything has been installed for verification, then we should do the closeout report. So, and like I said, I've been in the municipality for about 33 days. So, with the understanding that the generators have been installed, and the 2.4 that was sent to or entrusted to Knysna municipality has been sent. So I just want to clear it out that I am correct, and member Mr. Biela is reporting to me. He is a senior manager. So just for clarification, Chair. But I understand the feel of the entire committee. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. McDonald. However, in the light that normally there are presentations that are sent to us before the time, and we haven't received a presentation from the Knysna municipality, and there isn't any political representation at this meeting, it's rather, I agree with the sentiment of members Dagmore, Christians, Van der Westhuizen, and Pretorius, and Marie, that this is rather unacceptable that we don't have representation. We sent invitations to the municipality on the 3rd of October 2023, and we've had numerous emails from Ms. Kluter to the municipality asking for asking for confirmation of presentations and confirmation of attendance, and we haven't had that. So I put to the committee now the proposal that was seconded, the proposal from Member Dugmore that was seconded by Member Marais. Are we in agreement with the proposal?
I am in agreement with the proposal with a rider that a very firm and stern letter be sent to both the municipality and the municipal manager and whoever else should have been here, so that we could have saved the state money by not having this shame of a meeting because we knew they were not going to come. And that the letter must very firmly say that we will not be treated with such utter contempt.
Thank you. I will definitely do so, Member Marais. I take it the committee is in agreement?
Yes, Chair.
Agreed.
Yes, Chair.
Thank you very much. Then, members, what I will do is I will draft the letter to the the mayor and the municipal manager. I will tell them that we will be having a meeting on the 17th of November, and they must be in attendance to make the presentation on behalf of the municipality. Members, I also want to assure you again that the minister, we were in constant contact with the minister, and to be fair to the minister's office, what I erred in not mentioning in the letter that I sent to the committee was that the minister's office actually asked for the date before today's date. They asked if they can come before today so that they can attend, but unfortunately we were in the annual report season and we were unable to accommodate them for the date prior to today. So I want to put the committee to at ease to say that the minister's office has been in contact with us almost on a daily basis. Is that not right, Ms. Kruter?
That is correct. Chairperson, through you, we've looked at the program and looked at the revised date, and due to the annual report season, we could not accommodate a date earlier than the 17th of November.
Thank you very much. So I want to put the committee at ease that we will. The minister is committed to coming to brief us, and just as I noted in the letter, that he will be briefing the Free State Legislature in the morning and then us in the afternoon. In that case, the letter will be circulated for your information to the municipal manager and to the mayor of the Knysna municipality, and then we will see each other on the 17th of November. Member Dugmore?
No, thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chair. Chair, I just want your advice. You would recall that I had made a proposal, which my understanding there was no objection to, that in one of our meetings we invite both NERSA as well as the City of Cape Town to deal with the whole issue of the NERSA rate and the issue of a surcharge and so on. And the second issue was the proposal that we invite the University of Nelson Mandela Bay, who are busy with a pilot project working with energy cooperatives in Gqeberha, Port Elizabeth. So I'm not sure if you want me to, write to you about that, but my understanding is I've raised this issue a few times. It seems that the 17th is going to be quite a full agenda with both the minister as well as Knysna municipality. And, I'm not even sure whether we'll find more time before the end of the year. But I just want to once again remind you, Chair, and the committee members, that those were requests that I have made. And I think what might be useful as well when we have such a discussion is just to check where we are now, with the work of the ad hoc committee. We know the meetings we've had quite a strong focus on municipalities. We've had the Provincial Department of Local Government, had the Premier's officials here. So I think we need to also start thinking of, how do we proceed with this? I'm not suggesting in any way that we draw to an end. I think there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, but it would be useful for us to have a space at one of our next meetings just to discuss how things are going, who are the other key stakeholders that we think we we need to invite, so that we can get a sense of where the committee is going. Because I would think that it would be best if we actually tabled a report, excuse me, to the legislature before this term of office ends. And obviously, if there's a need for, as it probably will be, for the work to continue, it would be up to the new legislature to, to decide if they, would continue and appoint a new ad hoc committee, etc. So I'm just requesting space for us to have a bit of a reflection and look at the way forward. Thanks.
Thank you, Member Dugmore. To answer your questions about, to answer your questions and your points, thank you for your points. Number one, about NERSA and the City of Cape Town. In the previous meeting, I did mention that the City of Cape Town said that because the matter is before the courts, they are not willing to come and present to us before the matter has been dealt with in the courts. NERSA said they are willing to come. If I have my facts correct, Ms. Kluter?
Yes, Chairperson, through you, NERSA is very willing to attend, but this will be after the litigation process completed
Yes.
with NERSA and the city.
Yes. So once the litigation process is concluded, Member Dugmore, on the second point about the University of Nelson Mandela Bay and working with the energy cooperatives, with your indulgence and with the committee's indulgence, sorry, I can request that they also agree with this. We can reach out to them and ask them how long their presentation might be. Then we can include it on the 17th of November's meeting. Because I think that any information that we receive would be welcome. So with the committee's indulgence, I can request that they attend our meeting on the 17th of November, and we can do that. On your third point about the report, we are busy drafting the report. The report is busy being drafted, and we will request a date from the programming committee to adopt the draft report that we will be going through. I hope that answers your points, Member Dugmore. Member Murray?
Chairperson, I think we must go a bit wider, because the electricity crisis don't only affect municipalities. We've become blindsided. We just stay at municipalities. What about business? Municipalities don't bring money into the cash, to the coffers. It's business. When are we going to invite Chamber of Commerce, who most businesses belong to in the Western Cape? Yeah, how it's been affecting them. And what do they want from us? How can we help? We are just looking with blinkers on. The problem is much bigger than a national minister and a mayor. Mayors maybe don't know a thing about how this thing spirals out and affects the economy of the Western Cape. I want honourable members, especially member van the Westhuizen and Cameron Dugmore, leader of the opposition, to seriously consider Anne Furlan Christian's honourable member. Shouldn't we have a Chamber of Commerce here? Shouldn't we hear what's happening? Because a lot of businesses are shutting down. They're closing. They say they only work half day and the staff is only working half days, and they're complaining because it means cut salaries. It's much wider than just municipalities. We must stop looking at municipalities, that service deliverers. We must look at the economic factors and how it affects the Western Cape's economy. So I want to suggest, and I hope I get a seconder, that we cast the net much wider and get a meeting with the Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Member Murray. Member Nkondlo, I didn't see you earlier, so I didn't include you in the introductions. But Member Nkondlo?
No, thank you, Chair. I got in all 4 minutes after the meeting had started. Pardon me on my side.
No problem.
Good morning, all to members. Chair, given the time that is left for this committee and the fact that we are indeed folding the work of this particular legislature, I am not far strangely so, to what Member Mare is proposing. Actually, I would have thought that this would enable us to really consider the diverse voices and social partners in understanding our electricity problem, but also in understanding what solutions we could be able to be presented with. Considering that the issue of electricity, whether we like it or not, our energy mix is going to be the thing of our future. So I support, I think, the rationale he presents of trying us to cast wider the social partners around and including business. And when we speak business, also from where I'm sitting, small businesses have been affected even more because they not necessarily have the necessarily surplus resources to buy generators, and all of that. So when you speak about economic growth, it's one thing that sometimes we are always driven to consider the mainstream, those that are already, in the web of the economy. And we do not consider the double tragedy or triple or multiple tragedy of those that are actually outside of the mainstream. So I want to support that particular proposal, Chair, and supporting it to say, possibly, if then our time allows, we should indeed invite business, chamber, and other SMMEs. And at some point, because we're a legislature, we are public reps. At some point, similar to what I think we're done when we're dealing with the COVID, actually have a session where we engage with communities, because I think these voices helps us to put the necessary pressure points in terms of legislative and other policy, including resource mitigations or investment that must be done. Because it's important, yes, to listen to our colleagues that are with us in government, in the executive, and what they are doing. But also it's important, I think, as Member Mare has said, to listen to the voice of the business that is affected, and it's central in terms of the growth of the economy, but communities themselves, because you remember, even those that must go and work in those businesses are affected when they wake up in the morning, and therefore, there's no electricity. Others get to, especially in the townships, you find there's increase of actually crime, because now people get to be assaulted by the criminals. So I think I'm just, in a way, Chair, supporting, I think, the position, the proposition that Member Mare is putting up, that if we still have the time, in terms of our schedule, if we could consider the business community and consider the community and the communities, including those that are our workers, to engage on them, on the impact of this, so that whatever that we're doing as a provincial government, at least it also is informed by these voices and the issues that they are raising. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Member Nkondlo. So what I suggest we do is we do two things, homework for me and for the procedural officer. The one thing is that we draft that report and get a date from programming to consider the draft report. In the meantime, though, I will approach the Chamber of Commerce and ask them if they would be able to provide me with a list of SMME bodies that we can also approach to hear from them their mitigation factors and the effect of load shedding on their businesses, as well as the Chamber of Commerce to come and make a presentation to us to do, and maybe even ask Wesco to hear what they have, if they have had any discussions with business as opposed to with respect to load shedding mitigation amongst businesses. Members, can I have your agreement that I go ahead and do that?
I propose it, sir, and Member Nomkum Konza has seconded. So I think that it's proposed and it's been seconded, sir.
Thank you.
Supported.
Thank you. So that will be homework for us. I will commit to having that report done definitely before the end of the term. Definitely before the end of the term. So we will have that report. If we can get a date before programming, if we can get a date with programming before the end of before we go on recess, that would be also applicable. But I just have to make sure that we don't clash with the adjustment budget meetings. Ms. Klute, is that okay with you?
Yes, all in order, and we are on track, Chairperson. Chairperson, if I may, just with regards to Member Dagmore, and in terms of the work of this committee, yes, we do take note that this work can be continued, but it should be noted that the 6th Parliament, once it dissolves, that all resolutions of the 6th Parliament lapses, and that the 7th Parliament can decide to elect another ad hoc committee and to continue on resolutions. But yeah, just for the record, I just needed to state that.
Thank you very much, Ms. Klute. Ms. Klute, sorry. Members, if there are no further any other business, thank you very much. I'd like to thank you for your thank you for your attendance, and thank you for your robust discussions.
Sorry,
I wish
Chair.
you yes, Member Dagmore.
Sorry, Chair, I just wanted to draw your attention, as well as the committee coordinator. I've posted the number of Professor Janet Cherry from Nelson Mandela Bay on the chat group. I'm sorry I don't have an email yet, but I can also try and get that. Sorry to interrupt your conclusion. Thank you, Chair.
No, thank you very much, Member Dagmore. Ms. Klute, do you have it in the chat?
Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much, and we will if you I'm sure we can find the email address online, so we can email her, and I will contact her via cell phone or WhatsApp message. I'll ask her for 5 minutes of her time to brief her on what we do. So thank you very much for that, Member Dagmore. So members, if there's no further deliberations, I wish to thank you for your attendance. Thank you for your robust discussion, and we will definitely see each other on the 17th of November. I wish you a pleasant weekend. Please be safe out there, and those of us who are susceptible to flu, like me, please stay hydrated and stay properly medicated, and we'll see each other on the 17th. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.